The following video was produced by the Pattaya City Expats Club, which is a non-profit social organisation, and our speakers are volunteers. The club, as such, assumes no responsibility or liability for the professional reputation of or the quality of services provided by the speaker in this video. Okay?
G'day and Swadee Kub. Well, today we had a very, very informative talk by Kun Nat from the Royal Physio Centre here in Pattaya, very highly qualified, been to degrees from Australia, etc. And tell us what your talk was about and why it's important.
Today we discuss about lower back pain. We are talking about how to prevention and exercise, or how can to help yourself if you suffering from the back pain.
One of the things that interested me was how small and precise a lot of the exercises were. You just move a few inches this way.
Yes, from the exercise, we don't need to do like a big exercise. We just take exercise a little bit and take off the pressure from your spine, increase the movement, and then we get the results from the exercise already. This in case of the chronic and also acute pain.
So say for instance, this is, what's your name?
Phi.
I knew that, I was just for the camera. So say Phi comes in and she has a lower back problem, right? So here's Phi, she comes to your thing and she says, what do you say? You say, I have lower back problem, yeah?
Yeah.
What's your problem?
I have a refer pain to the leg.
And so then how do you, what's the steps you go through then?
In the first, we are assessment. Okay, assessment, and then we get diagnosis with the level of the problem. If she have problem from the L5, S1 or sciatic nerve, then we will check in different, like at the nerve root, the nerve path, we mean piriformis.
And do you do something like that? Would you do some massage? Some of them you do massage with, yes?
Not really massage, but the massage we do just for like relieve the tension before we manipulate. Like if you want to manipulate, then you have to relieve the muscle guarding, and then you get crack your spine.
So you actually do manipulate the spine like chiropractic? Oh, because you studied osteopathy in Australia, yes?
I'm studying orthopedic manual therapy in Australia. Is including not specific, not only the manipulative. Yeah.
So you do a combination of manipulation and exercise with
yes.
with Kun Phi here? That's
yes,
what you do?
yes, yep.
Right, I wanted to, thank you Phi. Yeah. So I wanted to ask a slightly interesting question off the cuff. For a while I had pain in my groin, just on my left-hand side of my groin, in a groin, and I thought, oh, maybe I've got prostate cancer, but had the tests, wasn't prostatitis or anything, and it turned out that it was related to my back, right?
Yep. The problem of the groin is related to the pelvic not alignments or the pelvic height. This case we can see more in the football player or rugby player.
It's because I'm athletic type, do a lot of exercise, right?
Yes.
So, but of course you can get trigger point pain like here, etc.
Not the trigger point, but when we assessment, we can feel the imbalance or tightness between left and right. For this area in the groin area, we can use the warm pack or do some stretching. But the main is we just adjust the alignment.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. That fixed the problem. So here you go. I think, I had 2 prostate tests and all that, and it turned out it was a back problem. So you can never tell. It's worth going to someone like Kun Nat and getting it tested for how you're going. If you've got any niggles, the way to make things worse is just to hope they'll get better.
Okay.
So it was a very, very informative and really well structured talk. So if you have any lower back problems at all, have a listen to it. And how can they contact you?
You can, my business card, but the location is at Tony Fitness, South Pattaya.
Yes.
On 3rd Road.
So on 3rd Road, Tony's Fitness big gym across the road from there. Or do you have a website?
Yes.
The website is?
You can type physical therapy clinic.
There you go.
Then.
So search for Thai Physiotherapy Clinic Pattaya and Kun Nat will come up. So thank you so much for such an informative talk, and we'll see you back at at the Expat Club next week with an even more dramatic one, which is like, this is, instead of Miles one, this is what happens when you have a heart attack. All right, we'll see you next week. I'm Mile. Stay alive, don't have a heart attack, and have a great weekend. Goodbye and sweaty cup.